Hello and welcome once more. I'm Prageet from the Stargate experience. And I've just been watching for the last few minutes as people check in. And again, it's people from around the world and I really appreciate it. Just put where you're from in the chat box so that we can all get a feeling of how global this experience is. So just let us know where you're from. So Canada, Mauritius, Uruguay, Switzerland, Mexico, France, Italy. Great. I saw some from England, Wales. So I took a look over the various comments that happened from the last gathering that we had a few days ago. Somebody from India, hi, welcome. Colombia, Netherlands, Miami, Germany, great. California, Greece, several people from Greece. Hi from Maui, the birthplace of the Stargate, actually one of my favorite places. In fact, first time I went to Maui, I was flying in, I looked out the window of the airplane and saw the island for the first time, and I just burst into tears, and it was a real shock. I had no idea why that was happening. And it happened 2 or 3 times. Each time I went back to the island, the tears came. So I have a very strong connection to the island. It's probably the Lemurian connection. Rio de Janeiro, Connecticut, Brazil, Russia, Marin, Sedona, yes, Czech Republic, yes, several people from there, Israel. So, as I was saying, I looked over your comments, and there's a few responses that I'd just like to make. Eve mentioned that during the day she's connecting with Gaia, the Earth, and the etheric Stargate, and she's bringing them in during the day. And absolutely, this is a beautiful thing to do. And I've mentioned it before. Take a moment every now and again and just invite the connection with the etheric Stargate. Just invite it in. Also, invite the energy of the Stargate morphic field. This is really important because when you do that, when you take a moment and do that, you're raising your vibration. And so just allow a moment every now and again during the day to connect up. And this way, we start to keep our vibration elevated. And I mean, one thing you can do is just set a timer on your phone for every couple of hours and just invite those connections to happen. So, thank you, Eve, for that. So, Christina, she said the wind sounds had an effect on her that almost felt like a heart attack. And when she investigated, she realized it was bringing up emotion, feeling from when her husband left her 40 years ago. And this is exactly what I've been saying about for those people that have an unpleasant experience with these what we're calling, it seems, wind sounds, but they're not really wind sounds. They're sounds from the quantum field. But those sounds can trigger deep emotion. And so when it's uncomfortable, investigate, find out what's it reminding me of. Something from your past, which is uncomfortable, is being brought to the surface. It's a gift that way. If you can see it as a gift and investigate, where's this coming from? What's it reminding me of? So I can let it go. So I can see I no longer need that in my life. Because those influences come in at other times, perhaps not so obviously, and they're influencing things that are happening in your life. And we all have these subconscious programs that are still affecting us. And in fact, I noticed a few days ago, a couple of weeks ago now, I guess, in a conversation with friends here at home. In fact, Ashley helped me understand this, that I still had this judgment about the way my father treated my mother. And that was affecting my relationships too. And so we constantly have the potential for uncovering some of these limitations. And so that's something that I encourage each one of us to be aware of. And this process of just connecting during the day to the morphic field, to the etheric Stargate, they can bring your vibration up and allow you to start seeing some of these unconscious things in order to release them. It's not about reliving them, reliving the pain. No, it's like seeing it as an observer, which allows you to understand and let it go. Okay, some more people checking in. Spain, welcome from Spain. Sweden, yay. Kyoto, Japan. Ursula is saying from Kyoto, I'm wearing my physical Stargate as a crown, easing computer stress, calling in Galactic Command for clarity. Actually, a lot of people put these Stargates on their head. It's one of the first things they seem to do. It's not actually necessary, but it's interesting. You know, if you have a physical Stargate and you want to check it out in that way, like I say, it's not very comfortable. But one thing that some people do is actually suspend it above a chair that they sit in and feel as if you're inside a Stargate all the time. Something to check out if you have one. Oh, actually, great news about the Stargates, because of the shutdown, my friend who makes the Stargate wasn't able to do that anymore. And now the welder who makes these beautiful Stargates is actually going into his place of work by himself and creating Stargates again for us. So we're really excited. We're going to have a whole bunch more of these gold Stargates coming in very shortly. And because we're still in the lockdown and so on, we're going to continue to have the 10% discount for a longer period now, 10% discount off the cost price of the sales price, rather, of the Stargates. So we have more coming in, and if that's something that you'd like to have in your own home, then drop a line to support@thestargateexperience.com. Okay. Somebody's saying you have no audio, then just refresh the page. Maybe that will work for you. So what are the comments? Giuseppe realized he's still carrying old programs and wants to get rid of them. So Giuseppe, it's not about getting rid of them, because very often getting rid of them simply means repressing them. It's not about repressing them. So investigate them. When you feel these old patterns coming up, investigate them, find out where they're from. And the inner child work is really good for that. And actually, Alcazar has recently brought in another whole element about the inner child work. And so I want to have another workshop to bring in that extra element about the inner child work to actually speed up the process of accessing the inner child and dissolving some of these stubborn programs that we have. So as soon as we can get that on the schedule, we will do. Right now, we're really focusing on making all this wisdom of Alcazar's available to people around the world in different languages. And as I said before, that's a huge amount of work. That's in process. And so once that's actually much more grounded and happening, then we'll be doing more workshops. Rajan was asking, how often can I repeat the meditation? As often as you like, Rajan. Whenever you find a particular meditation that is deeper for you or stronger, repeat it. Because it's an indication that that is something, the vibrations, the energies in that meditation are very beneficial to you. Cleo has said that she's been saying, I love you in front of the mirror. It was, again, a suggestion that we made a short while ago. Just to say, look in the mirror, say, I love you, looking into your eyes. And that way you can connect to your superconsciousness. And Cleo is saying that she's looking younger. Her skin is more radiant and glowing, which is really cool. Edna said that she crossed her legs during a meditation, which she hasn't done for a long time, and was in tears of joy as she found that she could do that easily. Diamond from Sacramento was saying she talks to her DNA cells and is getting younger and feeling healthier. And that's really beautiful. So these meditations are really beautiful. And as I said before, if there's something that touches you in a particular meditation, repeat it. What else? This is an amusing one. Rafaela made the comment that my English is so understandable. Well, I'm really glad, Rafaela. I practice it every day. Krista says the pain in her legs is gone. Congratulations for letting it go, for tuning in and just allowing that release. Okay, what else? Oh, yeah, something that came to me the other day when I was in the shower. I was kind of washing my body. And then this message came. And it says, are you loving your body as you wash yourself? Or are you washing your body the same way as you might wash a car? And that really touched me because, yes, so often I'm taking a shower and my thoughts are elsewhere and I'm going through the process without really honoring my body. And so that's a thought. Probably many of you are in the same situation. And so I've started to love my body in the shower. And that's a suggestion. Try it. And you might find that after a while, you notice that your body is actually responding. I've had that experience in the past where I felt my body responding to the love that I was giving it. Okay. Let me see what else. Okay. Yeah. So Ruby has already put in the chat box about the Stargate Collective. And I would invite all of you, if you haven't joined the Stargate Collective yet, please do so. I want to move away from the Facebook page. The Facebook is, in a sense, more superficial. And there's a lot of comments that are going on there, which sometimes take us away from the main purpose of the Stargate. The Stargate Collective is very much just for Stargate people. It's a place where there's different levels that you can connect into. There's a kind of a Facebook level where people put more of a chatty kind of thing, but then there's different groups which are focused on different topics and comments and ways of working together, sharing together, going much deeper together. And so I know Ruby's online. Which is an introduction to how the collective works. And there's many levels to it. And you can actually go deeper. You can follow particular people and different topics there. So I would very strongly invite you to move from Facebook to the Stargate Collective. And Doris is saying the collective is a fun place where we can meet. Thank you. Someone was asking, Angela was asking, can we get MP3s of these morning meditations? We have Steffi, who's one of the team, more recent member of the team. She's in Bulgaria, and she's actually preparing MP3s of these various morning meditations. And so at some point we'll be making them available in an edited form, so you just get the meditation. Okay, I think that's most of the notes that I've made. The only other thing I want to mention before we go into a meditation, as most of you know already, on this Wednesday, Lee Carroll is coming up to Mount Shasta, and Cryon and Alcazar are going to have a day's worth of interesting channelings and Stargate meditations. And it's all about what's coming next. And it's where we've come from, where we are now, and where we're going. And you might be really fascinated to hear some of the comments that Lee has already made. In fact, on his website, which is cryon.com, if you go to events, there's a couple of things there that might interest you if you haven't been there already. The first one is that there's an hour and a half, I think it is, an interview that Lee Carroll did with me last year, and it's about my story. It's about how did this happen. It has a little bit about where I grew up. It's basically the story of my life in a very short period of my connection with Alcazar, how that happened, and so on. So you might enjoy that. That's on Lee's. If you go to events, you can actually see that interview. The other thing that I strongly recommend, which about the future in terms of things that Cryon has said and things that are actually in process right now. So again, on that same event page, there's two columns. On the left-hand side, there's Cryon, the future of magnetics. So that's a fascinating free interview, and it actually shows you what's happening already with magnetics, with energy generation in a whole new way. Okay. So and yeah, also there's a mention there from Ruby that for those who are already in the collective, you can discuss your comments about these morning talks, and there's a link there to that particular page. And if you post your comments there, then I check on them before the next experience. My next morning talk is going to be on Thursday, because on Wednesday, as I said, we're going to be with Lee. Okay. So, I'm about ready for a meditation. I'm just looking at the questions here. Somebody's asking, can you speak about the racial inequity and white supremacy? Basically, I'm not going to talk about those things because I don't want to energize that. What the whole focus is bringing in equality and abundance for all. And so that's the direction that we want to bring in our focus. Somebody's asking if it's possible to make collapsible stargates. No, absolutely not. It's difficult enough already to construct them. Somebody's saying there's a lot of background noise. It's not coming from us here. There's no background noise at all. So it must be coming from elsewhere. I'm sorry. And again, there's questions, can we do it in Spanish? I'm afraid not. How can you register for the Cryon Alcazar event? Go to our website, the stargateexperience.com, and you'll see a link to it there. Can I invite an etheric Stargate when meditating with a yoga group? You can invite an etheric Stargate anytime, anywhere. If you're inviting it for a group of people rather than individual, just understand that it creates an energy field, but it's not going to influence or affect people unless they are open to receiving those energies. So it doesn't force anything on anyone. Remember, it's a high consciousness that is in the etheric Stargate, or is the etheric Stargate. So that high consciousness will not force itself on anyone. Okay? So yes, you can bring it in if you're in a group situation. Many therapists bring it in when they're working with clients, and it amplifies the gifts of that therapist. Massage people very often put it underneath the massage table just to bring an energy up into the client's body and so on. Okay. So let's move into a meditation. Oh, okay. Not quite yet. I'm just getting a message from, I guess, my superconsciousness or Alcazar or somewhere. We've been talking for years about raising our vibration. And one of the things that is really important for us to start to become aware of is those things which bring our vibration down. So our negative judgments, our negative thoughts, and those things that we express in a negative way, they bring our vibration down. So it's interesting. So what Alcazar wants to do in this coming meditation is to assist us becoming more aware of our negativity. So let's just say this really clearly. It's not about putting out our negativity. It's about becoming more aware of it, catching it. And with that, becoming aware of it, seeing if we can start changing those underlying beliefs that allow us to put out that negativity. Okay, so it's going to be an interesting meditation. So before we go into the meditation, I invite you to be actually open to the possibility that these energies can assist us in becoming aware of our negative thoughts and programs, not to express them externally, but to become aware of them, catch them, investigate them, and then dissolve the underlying programs. Okay. So we'll move into a meditation now. So I just ask you all to relax. No more comments in the chat box yet. So just be comfortable. Close the eyes. And as we've said many times, it's really important to keep your eyes closed throughout the meditation. That way it allows the energies to work with you without them being interrupted. So Alcazar will come and guide the meditation. Beloved ones, we greet thee, 'tis Alcazar. And as always, we wish to acknowledge each and every one of you. This acknowledgement, this honoring of your presence here with this experience, whether live or recording, we honor you for your participation. We honor you for your intention to grow, to evolve, to become more conscious. And we are here to support you in as many ways as we can encourage you to open to receive that which we have to offer. In this meditation, be aware that we are offering a new way to freedom. There might be an initial fear of, oh, I don't want more negativity. No, it is not about bringing more negativity. Beloveds, it is about making you aware of any negativity that you may have, because this is keeping your vibration lower than it needs to be. In this meditation, we intend to assist you in becoming more aware of that negativity that already exists within you. Not to make you feel bad. In fact, the opposite we are hoping will be true. It will make you feel delighted to recognize these different elements of negativity. And as you recognize them, we invite you to take little time, whatever is needed, to ask yourself, where did that come from? What's the underlying pattern there that is creating and recreating these negative thought processes? And check in with your inner child. Discover the root of that negativity. And talking with your inner child, you can dissolve that program. You can come to the depth of understanding that allows inner child and you, the adult, to cut the root, so to speak, of that negative program. Okay, so we invite you again just to relax, close the eyes, feel yourself very present in your body. And as always, we start by inviting the energies of the earth, the energies of Gaia. Gaia is the consciousness of this, your beautiful earth. So inviting the earth to connect with you, inviting Gaia's energy to come up into your energy field. Very good. And you might even feel this gentle connection happening. It is subtle, but the more you invite, slowly, you can tune into this energy. And so those of you who have been inviting the energies of the earth for a longer period might start to feel this gentle embrace of the energy of the earth. Very good. And so now each one of you asking inside for an etheric stargate to come down around you. And so we are calling for an etheric stargate to come down around each and every one participating in their moment of now. Very good. So imagining, visualizing a stargate forming around you. You do not have to create a very strong picture, just the intention. And the consciousness of the etheric stargate will respond to you. And again, you might feel, you might sense it coming to you. But no, even if you do not feel it, the etheric stargate will respond to your genuine invitation. And so now we ask each one of you to ask for the activation of your etheric stargate. This is the asking, giving permission for the etheric stargate to work with you. So we call for the activation of all the etheric stargates around the world. Very good. And now we are going to vibrate these etheric stargates faster and faster. And as we do so, we move up through the frequencies of the different dimensions. And so we are going to vibrate your etheric stargate at the frequency of the 7th dimension right now. And so we are vibrating all the etheric stargates at the frequencies of the 7th dimension. And so we ask each one of you now to ask inside for a strong 7th dimensional energy field in your etheric stargate. So we are calling for a strong 7th dimensional energy field in each and every etheric stargate around the world. And so as you ask for this, your stargate is vibrating and radiating frequencies of the 7th dimension. And these frequencies are actually vibrating you at a cellular level. Nothing to do, simply relaxing and allowing. And slowly, your vibration harmonizes with the frequencies of the 7th dimension. Very good. Relaxing into these frequencies. Nothing to do. Nothing to do. Nothing to do. And now we are going to vibrate all the etheric stargates at the frequencies of the 12th dimension. And so Now we are asking each and every one of you to ask inside for a strong 12th dimensional energy field in your etheric stargate. We call for a strong 12th dimensional energy field in all the etheric stargates around the world. And again, as you ask, your etheric stargate starts to radiate the energies, the frequencies of the 12th dimension. And as you relax into these frequencies, your own energy gently changes, harmonizing, coming into balance with those 12th dimensional energetics. Again, it happens all by itself. Very good. And as we have said many times before, in this vibration, you become more sensitive to the guides and beings, those benevolent ones who are available to assist you in your own personal evolution and the evolution of humanity. And these are indeed critical times. These are times when you can make great leaps forward in your evolutionary process. This is necessary on an individual level. And so, in this frequency, we are going to invite you now to bring your awareness to the quantum field. With your eyes closed, there is a sense of emptiness. And just imagine this emptiness expanding and moving on infinitely. Imagine this as the quantum field. For the quantum field is indeed infinite. The quantum field is pure consciousness, and it is pure potential. It is potentiated by your vibration. Your vibration attracts from the quantum field a response to your vibration. That is why it is of great import. If you can raise your vibration, then your quality of life starts to improve. That which you consciously create starts to manifest in your life. Whether it is beautiful health, whether it is a youthing of the body, whether it is a change in your work environment, whether it is a change in your relationships on all levels, whether it is a change in your work situation, whether it is a change in your level of abundance, all these things, beloved, and so much more are influenced by your moment by moment vibration. Your vibration is a combination of your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. And so often your thoughts are guided by subconscious beliefs, programs, limitations. And it is some of these limitations that we wish to address in this meditation. And so, first of all, we are going to ask each one of you to ask inside for the presence of the angelic realm. We call for the presence of the angels to bring their energies to each and every one now who is participating in this meditation, in this moment of now. And so just feel as the angels bring their energies into this meditation, as they bring their energies into your etheric stargate. The angels, And they are simply going to hold a very supportive energetic field for you. And into this energetic field, we are going to invite each and every one of you to call for the presence of guides that you feel connected to. Just inviting them now. If you do not know of guides that you are connected with, then simply invite those guides who are available to assist you in this meditation. You do not have to know names, just a genuine invitation. And so we are calling forth all the benevolent beings who are available, who are invited to assist in this process. We invite you to bring your energies here now into this meditation, bringing your energies around this beautiful earth to all those present, available right now. And so just feeling as these guides join you into this angelic field, a very gentle, supportive energy. And as we have said before, the more that you experience this, the more you open to receive these energies, the more subtle these energies become. Why? Because as they become more subtle, we are encouraging you to become more sensitive to these finer energies. Okay, very good. And so in this field, we are going to bring some energies to you. Energies that will support you in becoming more aware of your negative thoughts, your negative programs. An awareness not to radiate them, but to simply acknowledge them, understand them, investigate. Where did these come from? Where in my past did I pick up these negativities? And then allow yourself to work with your inner child or to work with your deeper understanding to release these negative programs. Okay. And so, beloved ones, we invite you to be open to these energies of support, energies that will assist you in becoming more aware of this negativity in your life. And so, relaxing into the field of the angels and all the benevolent guides that have created a soft field around you. And now we bring you an energy to support you right now. And here it comes. And perhaps you can feel a gentle energetic coming to you. This energy is to bring awareness, to support your awareness of those negative programs in the moment when they begin to come to the surface in your daily life, to catch them, not to express them, but to know them, to recognize them, and to hold the intention of investigating the root of the negativity. And so just relaxing and feeling, just allowing these energies to come to you right now. It is not that you have to see the negativity in this moment. No, it is just allowing these energies to come to you. And if you wish, you can say, thank you. Bring me more of this supportive energy. Thank you. Bring us more. These energies gently flowing to you. Yes, it is this simple. It is this easy. Just allowing the energy to come to you right now. And see if you can feel within you. See if you can feel an energy within you that is celebrating, receiving these gifts, this energetic support. Can you sense that deep part within that is celebrating? Oh, yes, I am intending to free myself of these lower frequencies, these judgmental attitudes. Can you celebrate the willingness? Can you celebrate the fact that you are on the verge of freeing yourself from lower frequencies that have been with you perhaps most of your life, from your early childhood or even beyond? For some of these negative attitudes were implanted while you were still in the womb of your mother. So these gentle energies coming to you. Some of you might notice that the energies have gently shifted. The vibrations are changing in response to each and every one of you individually. And so we continue to send these energetics. Nothing to do. And if you can sense that celebration within, focus on it. Celebrating. Yes, I am ready to make another step in my personal evolution. Yes, I am ready. I am ready to notice, investigate, and dissolve these negative programs that are in my life that are holding me down into lower frequencies. And to celebrate the fact that as these dissolve, as I understand and release them, my frequency is going to be permanently elevated. My vibration is going to be permanently higher. My vibration is going to attract a whole new level in my life, a new level of relationship, a new level of abundance on all levels. All levels are affected as you allow these lower frequencies to dissolve, to disappear from your daily life. These energies are gently coming, and you might notice they are becoming a little more subtle, finer. Yes, nothing to do, just simply remaining open and available. Yes, indeed. It is this simple. It is this easy. Nothing to do. Staying very present. Very present. And as we have done many times before now, we will bring through some quantum sounds to assist you in integrating these energies that we have shared and we are still sharing with you. Again, continuing to be open to sense these energies if you can, to see if you can feel the celebration internally, to celebrate your willingness to raise your vibration, your willingness to dissolve some of these negative influences in your life. And so just bringing your awareness to the vibration within, just feeling your own energy as it vibrates with the frequencies, the support that we've all just received. And just staying in this energy for as long as you wish. And when you are ready, just very, very slowly and gently bring your awareness back into your room, feeling yourself very present in the body. And once you feel very present in the body, you can allow the eyes to come open. So, as always, I'm really curious about how you felt that, what you noticed. And so if you can put those comments into the chat box, it's very much appreciated. Yeah. So already people saying went very deep. Yeah, I'm still feeling actually very. There's a stillness inside. Somebody's saying felt like a vacuum pulling out lower vibrations. Mother Mary came. Comments are moving through very quickly. You can read them yourself. Some of them I can't quite catch because it's moving. Felt like spent hours in the spa. Oh, that's beautiful. My inner child was with me with her chubby, oops, lost it. Floating in the quantum field, tuning into the support of my guides and extremely open, receiving the energies. Felt my body vibrating more than ever before. Beautiful. Many people mentioning the vibrations that they're feeling. Very relaxing. I saw a powerful pink light. Beautiful lava-like flows of color and energy, pinks and mauves. Beautiful. Felt extremely deep. The sounds blew my physical away, and I felt left as a spark in the void, open space. Beautiful. My ancestors and parents came to support and assist. Yay. The ancestors are an important part of our guidance system, because your ancestors actually programmed in some of these limitations from your past. And so, because they're no longer in their old bodies, their superconscious aspects are very much here to support you in dissolving those old limiting patterns. And Arlene is saying the pain in the left side of my head is gone. Beautiful. Just totally let it go. Olga saying, thank you. I feel like I have a new body. It's free, light, and luminous one. Yay, you're connecting to your superconsciousness, inviting that to stay, to evolve the physical body, as well as the energetic sensation. The sounds brought me where I felt quite still, but I also felt I'm going to learn more and more. Beautiful. Yay. So again, I love to read all your comments. I go through them. And for those that are listening to the replay, I read your comments also. The chat box is still live. So even if you're listening to the recording, you can type into the chat box and I'll see your comments afterwards. Feel very peaceful and still coming. And the energy is still coming to me. Yes. Beautiful. Feeling hot and energized. Yes. And Cookie's saying that she also loves to read the comments. And you know, you can also go back and read the comments of people that have talked in the chat box from the recordings. And for those of you who are already part of the Stargate Collective, you can have conversations about the experience. Ruby, if you can put that link again for those people that are already part of the Stargate Collective. If you can put that link in, and they can go directly there to share their comments and have conversations about what this brought up for you. And there's Ruby just putting the comments in now. For longer shares and ongoing conversations on your experiences, go to the collective, and there's the link. For those of you that are not members of the collective yet and would like to be, I'm going to ask Ruby to put the link into the short video, which explains about the collective and how to join it and some of the ways that you can participate in it. So if you watch the chat box in a moment, I'm sure that that will be there from Ruby. Okay. Mike is saying it brings up constant frustration. I feel I'm not getting somewhere, or there is never enough. Okay, Mike. Well, the first thing is to relax. Frustration is from the mind cycling round and round. It's time to move into your heart. It is time to start loving yourself rather than judging yourself. Frustration is about judgment, self-judgment. So if you can allow yourself to start loving yourself. So Ruby's just put the link again, joining the Stargate Collective. Thank you, Ruby. So again, I just invite you all, if you haven't done, move from Facebook to the collective. Terry is saying, I didn't quite realize how powerful it was until I stood up and lost my balance. Terry, it's about coming back into your body, being very present. So Daniel is saying, feel pain in my right neck, my right shoulder, and under my foot. Okay, Daniel, just focus on those areas and just ask yourself, what's the message here? What am I holding on to? And how can I let this go? That's a message. It doesn't need to be there. It's, it's your body telling you you're holding something there. Ask yourself, what am I holding? And how can I let it go? Yay. Okay. So I think that's enough for today. I'm looking forward to seeing you all, so to speak, on Wednesday when I spend some time with Lee Carroll. Lee and I channeling Cryon and Alcazar. What's happening in the future? That's the exciting part for me. Where are we going? What can we visualize together? What information can Cryon bring in? And what energies will Alcazar bring in to support the integrating of the wisdom from these two guides? Okay, and I just want to say a big heartfelt thank you to all those people that have assisted us maintaining the Stargate work in these times. Appreciate the donations that you've made. It's really been very, very beautiful just noticing this flow of donations which supporting us in supporting you. Thank you. Really appreciated. As I've said, we're focusing on all the various languages, making this available to more and more people around the world. And soon we're going to be moving out, bringing in other ways of supporting you. So I just have a question. What would you like? What would you like to see coming from the Stargate experience? Already you can write in the chat box for the next session of Into the Future. If you go to the schedule, you can actually write in the chat box for session 5. So that will give me a sense of what you would like. You can also do this in the Stargate Collective, where you can have more comments about this, and also as a response to the question, what would you like to see? How can we suggest? Maura, can't quite read that very well. How can we volunteer to help with translations? If you'd like to volunteer, if you are really well-versed with your language and English and would like to volunteer, write to support@thestargateexperience.com. support@thestargateexperience.com. What we're actually trying to do is to create within each language a whole team of volunteers, because there's so much potential, there's so much coming from Alcazar that we need a whole team. The translators, both written and audible language, and then those with technical abilities who can take those recordings and put them on the website and put them on Facebook and so on. So if you'd like to volunteer, and if you have those language skills, and you need to be really proficient, then you can write and volunteer. And if we need more volunteers for your language, then we really appreciate your support. So again, write to support@thestargateexperience.com. Thank you. I love you. And I'm doing these twice a week now, and there's part of me that really misses doing it every day. Anyway, we'll see how we can evolve this. Take care. See you on Thursday for the next one. See you on Wednesday with Cryon and Alcazar. And the chat box is remaining open if you wish to continue to write comments into the chat box. I'm going to say goodbye right now, end the broadcast, but the chat will remain open. Love you all.